welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something just a little bit different. I am digital planning, and the planner that I'm using is from For Little Lion, and this one was actually a freebie that came with something I purchased and I completely forgot what it was. The one I purchased was an undated one, and it's actually similar to an Erin Condren layout. But as this was a freebie and it's current for this year from 2020, I thought, why not? I'll give it a go. And because of that, I completely forgot I had that Erin Condren style. But I digress. So of course, as always, the first thing I do is, at least in this case, I went to pick out a kit. And this particular kit is called Urban Jungle, and that is paper crown planner, I believe. I'll double check that and put that in. And what I've done is actually, it's a printable that comes with PDFs, PNGs, JPEGs, I believe, and of course the silhouette file. And what I've done is I've taken the PDF and I've uploaded it to my GoodNotes 5. This way I was able to use these stickers over and over again, and I didn't need to buy a single new sticker file. And I love that because this is one of my favorite kits. And as you might be aware, I tend to use kits over and over, especially ones that I really, really love. And this one, with all the plant life and just the beautiful colors, it's 100% up my street. So the first thing I did was put down some stickers, some full boxes, and that went through only half the week, and they went up, down, up, down. So it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. I don't remember what days it were. It's all over the place in any case. And then I go in and put down some stickers, and you can see me scrolling back and forth, and that's because this is taped over an entire week. So at this moment, I am currently planning for Monday, and I'm going through my hourly plans, which are, in this case, school runs, my daughter's lunch, because she still does homeschooling, whereas my son, who's my youngest, is currently going to school. And it's really annoying because I have to do pretty much double the work, even though only one's here. It doesn't feel like there's been any let up with my child going, at least one of them going to school. I don't understand why they couldn't both go. But anyways, so what I did is I put a full box and I put that in the corner. And in this one, I'm just putting a little flag, which is from the kit, and it's a reminder that I have Love Island. And I believe it would have started the week before. And in this particular daily, which is connected by some really great hyperlinks, you can see there are priorities, there's checklists, there's a little notes area for you to scribble, and of course those hourlies, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm just going back and forth between them because sometimes I remember some things, sometimes I don't. So now what I'm doing is I'm looking for a particular sticker, which in this PDF, I am using the lasso. So it's copy, paste, and then lasso to surround it and make it into an easier look. Here we go. There we go. And that is to remind myself to do some work. And in this particular one, I've also got some stickers from the laptop from this kit, as well as some nice deco. And as I said before, the fantastic thing about digital planning is I continue to use the exact same stickers over and over, and I don't need to print off a new kit or buy the same kit multiple times. It's just bing, boom, bam, all done. So now I've gone in onto Tuesday's previous one. Daily was the Monday, and I realized I did not do everything that I needed to do. So I have just copied and pasted, and I'm just inputting it into my checklist and then deleted some of them. And then I'm making sure that I've got my top priorities, which sometimes I admit I tend to forget to look at. And so far, even this particular week, I haven't even planned, and I haven't planned the last few days, only because I forgot. I was just so busy, just baking, and I have to write it down, or else I'm definitely going to forget. And that would be one of the main reasons why I've not done any top priorities, is if I don't even have a moment to look at them. It's a lot of work. Especially, yeah, that would be the main reason why you don't look at things. So right now, all I'm doing is I've decided I want some deco. So I'm taking a whole bunch of them and just styling it the way I want. I've got that really lovely food area with the avocados and the plate. And I'm just adding some leaf stickers to add a little bit extra to it, which I really enjoyed. And if you can see right now, this planner time that I had some issues with it for some odd reason. Sometimes I will lasso and save and cut and put it all, and then for some reason coming back to it, boom, it's been unlassoed and I have to go back and fix it. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, it's pretty irritating. So right now what you see me doing is scrolling through my own penny stickers, which I do change the way I have it in the future, I think particularly in this week. But what I did is I took all of them and I popped them into a PDF, which I opened. Now, the great thing about GoodNotes is it allows you to have multiple PDFs open at the same time. And that's what you can see at the very top. And this is why I used originally my pennies in a PDF. And pretty much all of these are available in my shop, although that would be a physical one and not a digital one, I should state. But what I did is I kept them in a PDF because I could scroll through them. However, in the end, I do prefer to use it as a PDF, so I just uploaded them into all of them into a separate folder, and I just dragged them, and that just saves me some precious time. And these are pretty much all of what I have, and almost all of them have been uploaded, including this particular one, this work from home, which I just love, sitting on a couch. Who doesn't do that? I know I do. So I use that particular sticker because I have tons of work on that particular day, including a sponsored post blog that needed to go up, as well as some shop orders, etc., etc., and it's all computer related, so I made sure that was done. Additionally, what you might see is me going into my penny. I also have one that's attached to the stickers within the actual planner itself. What I did is I took it, I lassoed around it, saved it, and then I put it into the sticker sheet of the actual book. So it's like one of those reusable sticker books, and it's just fantastic to just grab it and place it on there, and I don't have to faff around with lassoing. But in the end, like I said, I don't actually end up doing that, since I just end up using the PDFs at the end of the week. Now for this one, for this day, I believe this is for Wednesday, I write in my dailies once again, and I've put in my full box, including the little cute deco on the side. Oh no, this is just the end of Tuesday, I think. Oh, it's going back and forth between Tuesday and Wednesday. That's what's happening. I'm just inputting the meal plan for the next day, for Wednesday. And that is actually a picadillo with brown rice, which is actually a leftover that we have, and I just need to make up some brown rice for that. It's frozen leftover. I made extras for that specifically. And in this one, you might notice this highlighted line I use. And with the highlight option in GoodNotes 5, it allows you to either keep it as a messy handwrite, or if you want, you can zoom in. And when you zoom in, you can make it completely straight. And I actually like the look of that. I'm not a fan of that particular color that I used. Maybe I'll change it next time, but I did love that I made a perfect straight line. Just remind that during these hours, do not faff about. This time is important for you to get your work done. So that's what I've done. Also, right now I'm putting down a grocery penny to remind myself the groceries need to be done. And if you saw, the lasso became undone, and the reason for that one, sometimes I do have issues. My hand touches my iPad and boop, it just goes away, and that can be irritating. But all I did in the end was flip off the hand sensitivity and where my grip is on the iPad, changing the grip and the hand sensitivity. And actually that's worked really well. Plus you can also get some gloves made specifically for writing on the iPad. And what it does, it kind of blocks the conduction between your hand and the iPad, and it focuses solely on the actual Apple Pen or Apple Pen alternative that you use. And most specifically, actually, just going on that tangent, I don't use an Apple Pen because I don't want to spend 100 quid on a stick, saying the least. So what I've used, I actually got 3 different variants. One of them kind of drops the connection, so I got a refund on that, and I just didn't have to return it, which was great. Another one is actually pink with a clear disc, and that when you see me lassoing super close to put some icons such as this one, is because I'm using the pink with the clear disc on it. Another one I have is actually quite sturdy, and it reminds me the most of an Apple Pen, and it was only 30 quid. And honestly, it's bomber. I would get this over an Apple Pen anytime. But again, maybe it's because I don't have an Apple Pen. But for 30 quid, yep, I can't complain. Now, going back to the planner, as you can see, I've got a different font for this particular day. And the reason is I had recently downloaded some new fonts for my iPad, and I wanted to use it specifically for my planner. Unfortunately, a lot of them were, I don't want to say, they're not 100%. They're not, even though it says personal and free to use, you'd have to buy the full thing for all of it to work correctly. For instance, some of the ones I use, I think later in the week, do not have numbers in them. You get just the letters, or you'd have to purchase the font. And, well, I mean, why say it's personal use if you don't like? I don't know. It's just something that really bothered me. So right now I'm just testing a few of them, and I think I test a few of them throughout the week, but I don't know if I recorded that. But in the end, I ended up pretty much removing them, and I don't end up using them again. But that's what you can see going here, as well as the color that was turned to red. I don't know why it was turning to red. I was having some issues with that. And now over where you can see the work little font, as well as the teal laptop, you can see even though I moved the sticker in front of the laptop, GoodNotes does not have the option to move a sticker forward and backward. And unfortunately, that is a bit of an issue for me because I like to be able to change things, and I hate that. However, supposedly they have been sending emails out asking planners what they like and what they want improved in GoodNotes, and they've specifically asked for people who plan within the GoodNotes 5 app. For me, one of them is definitely to be able to move images forward and backwards, and I actually went in and into that particular quiz, and I let them know that's something I want to see as an improvement. One of the few things, there's not quite a lot in here that I would change, but to be able to move an image back and forth amongst the PDF pages would be a definite plus for me. Everything else is actually pretty good. Also, maybe the ability to lock an image, which you can do in Note Shelf, but you cannot do within GoodNotes, although both of them have their pros and cons. For the most part, I really enjoy GoodNotes 5. So now what I'm doing is, as you can see, I put down my full box, and I put some of those stickers, those H2O stickers. Unfortunately, in the end, I really didn't like the way it looked, but I kept it because I really couldn't be asked to fix it. I just figured, it's for one day, I don't have to see it again, so I left it. Then going into my Dropbox, which I pushed into my right hand side of my iPad, I dragged out a PNG of Ramona and Friends stickers, and these were purchased years ago. I want to say maybe 2016, 2017, but I still use them very regularly. And I'm so glad I saved them because I think they're so adorable. And for those who don't know, the sheet's not on Etsy anymore, but you can get it from her standalone shop, which is RamonaandFriends.com, I believe. But I have the link in the description if you want to check out her shop. She's got quite a bit, and they're all hand-drawn cuties. So what I've done is I've actually gone back to my main planner, which I seem to have been ignoring in the actual plans, and I just ticked off the days that I had my medication and filling it out with things that I hadn't quite done yet, including putting some decoration, because in the end it looks pretty boring. I admit it. The weekly was pretty boring, so I'm just expanding on that. And even though I had these stickers down, I found they were just too tiny. So the great thing is I can just make them bigger. That's another great thing about digital planning. You can change it to whatever size you want. And I bloody love that. So that's what I'm doing now. As well as putting in everything that I've used already. And I don't have to worry. Which is, again, just a fabulous plus. Now what I'm doing is I'm actually flashing back to my monthly. And as you can see, I have an AC sticker on there, an AC image, because I love Animal Crossing. I'm just seeing if there's anything I had completely forgotten. Now, the great thing about this planner is everything's hyperlinked. So if I want to go to the 27th, my daily, I press the number 27. If I want to go to the weekly plans, I press the week at the top. Or if I want to go to the months, I can either hit the month plan or go into the month on the tab. And they're two different things, because if you press the June, the month word, right within the daily or the weekly, you go to a full actual month breakdown of things you want to focus on, to-dos, goals. It's really quite a brilliant little digital planner, and it's something that I wholeheartedly recommend. And she's got different styles as well for your dailies and your weeklies, and honestly it's beautiful. And I've downloaded so many digital planners already. Don't tell anyone. I spend so much money. I am talking way too much. I am truly sorry. So this one, you can see I've pulled up my penny my Dropbox just slightly different than I did before. I actually had it hovering over my GoodNotes app, and I don't remember how I did that, but basically it's just pulling it up and leaving it on top of the app, as opposed to throwing it to the side, which is where you get your double screen. But this one, it was a bit harder for me to remove, so I prefer to have them on this side because I don't have any issues. Right now, I'm just putting down washi in this notes section of the 29th. And in the end, I guess another thing I didn't really care about, it just, for me, it really wasn't about decorating with that washi. It was just getting it out of the way. Getting the decorations out of the way. I really couldn't be asked. I just wanted it done. Let's just go. So right now I'm just going back and forth checking my timings for, I do Weight Watchers. And with that, I've started to do my fasting. And this is just a great guide to remind me of where my fastings are. And it was like 7 p.m. until I think it's 11 a.m., something like that, where I don't eat. So, and the great thing is I have lost quite a bit of weight in the last few weeks doing that. And it's because really I've cut out the midnight snacks and maybe overindulging for breakfast, which sometimes I do, admittedly. But it's great because, yeah, I'm just more mindful of what I'm eating. Now, going back to what you might have just saw, I ended up grabbing an entire section and moving it to another day. And the reason for that was I'd accidentally started planning on the next week, and I needed to move things back because I was not on that week. I was not planning for that week. I was planning for Saturday and Sunday, and I started doing Sunday and Monday without just paying attention. So I was just copy. That's a great thing about digital planning. No sticker peeling. Just copy, paste, boom, you're done. And that was just fantastic. And that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And if you want to see more digital planning, let me know and I will start recording them. And that's it. I will see you next time. Thank you and bye.